Welcome back to Ready, Set, Sold, and I am so pleased and so happy to share with you Mayor Herb Roach. We've gotten to know each other over the phone, mainly, and a great guy, great mayor. And I wanted to bring him on because he's got some really cool things, not only about the city of O'Fallon, Illinois, but also during the holidays, things that are coming up. And Herb, and he likes to be called Herb, not Mayor Herb, so that's why I'm calling him Herb. Uh, Tell us what's going on first. How you doing, and what's going on in the great city of O'Fallon?
Well, Bryan, first off, thank you for giving us the opportunity to let people know what's going on, because I couldn't be prouder of going into the new year of the work that our volunteers in our community are doing, the staff here at the City Hall, and our City Council. I mean, if I go through a few of the things that we've got going on, you'll understand why I say that. And, for example, with the holidays coming up, we just brought in Santa Claus with a great parade this past Saturday. And unfortunately, we thought for a minute that we may not have our annual Santa parade because the people who had put it on for many, many years just were physically not able to do it this year. And when we got that call, I started putting some calls out for about 48 hours and got just a great response. And one of the people who called me was a Beth Ortega, and Beth just said, Herb, she says, I'll step up and take it and run with it. And she not only ran with it, but she did a bang-up job. I mean, we ended up having a parade that was an hour long. We had over 15 floats, over 70 different units in it. It was the best parade, people say, that we have had here in O'Fallon in years, and people were 6 and 8 deep. Where the parade ended is where our Santa's Hut is at, which was over on First and Vine, and that's available for people to come on the weekends. Santa is there and able to talk to the children and find out what they're looking for Christmas. But we had a number of different tents set up for kids. They were fixing s'mores and many, many other items. We had hot chocolate available. It was just a real good thing to just pull the community together and have people enjoying that Saturday evening. And of course, when you've got 50-degree temperatures, that sure doesn't hurt anything either. But that was just fantastic going into holiday season for us.
That is fantastic. And what and it's something I'm sure you're going to be doing next year then?
Oh, no question. This is an annual event. We want to keep this going on an annual event. And then we've got some plans going on. And again, we've got so many good volunteers stepping up to help us. But for years, O'Fallon has not had a community-wide picnic or festival. So we are going to have what's going to be called the OFallon Fest next August. And so now we're shifting gears, and we've got people helping us plan toward that and getting us some sponsorships toward that. But it's rolling along at a better pace than I thought it was going to be. And we just, again, we're very blessed with a lot of good volunteers that we've got that stepped up. And I think, I don't know when the last time we talked, I don't think our new St. Elizabeth Hospital had opened up. But now that we've got that brand new 144-bed hospital that is opened up with all kind of new facilities. Matter of fact, some of the most modern state-of-the-art. One of the operating rooms, I understand, is one of the top, most modern operating rooms in the entire St. Louis region. And then in addition to that, the McKendree-plex is up and operating. McKendree, the university, has held their a couple of hockey events over there. Their pools are wide open and everything. It's going very good. We've just completed about 8 major road reconstruction projects, part of that being a resurfacing of Route 50. The Greenmount Road, we completely tore that apart and widened that, put new islands in, new lighting and everything. New walking paths along that runs right next to the new hospital. And then our soccer fields, they were under construction when we last talked. We've had 7 new turf soccer fields that are opened up. We've already held 3 tournaments on it. We've got 14 tournaments booked for next year on it that average in excess of 100 teams. And that, once again, we've got a good member of our staff here, Mary Jean Hutchison, who has just taken hold with that park and just made sure that it is nothing but top notch. And that's helping us in so many different ways. It's drawing us in our hotels. Our hotels are telling us that their bookings are up tremendously. We've got a new hotel under construction. We've got people talking about the possibility of about 3 other types of hotels that may be coming online. We just opened up a new... yeah, go ahead.
Well, if I could just interrupt, some fantastic stuff. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think it just goes back, and we talk real estate on the show also, along with what's going on with the cities. But what I hear is again, it just makes OFallon that much better of a community when you have all those pieces. Not only do you have jobs, not only do you have good-paying jobs, actually high-paying jobs, that with the hospital, that brings not only more revenue, but the city's able to do more things. It makes OFallon even that much nicer place to live, and plus the recreations and everything else that you talked about. I mean, it's actually amazing. I'm always happy to hear what's going on, because I think it's just important, not only real estate, but just if you're living, even if you're not moving, just to know what the city's involved with and all the things that are going on, and that's fantastic. We are running out of time for this segment, but again,
can I tell you one more good thing that you'll love, and you're in real estate, and this is a work that our finance committee just passed this past Monday, that they're rolling back the city's portion of the real estate tax rate back to what it was in 2014, and a reduction in the amount of taxes that we will ask to be collected by over $250,000.
That is great news, and that's great news for realtors, but it's also great news for homeowners.
Exactly.
Wow, great job, Mayor. Great job.
Well, a lot of that credit goes to our staff and our city council. They've all worked very hard on putting things in place to allow that to occur. Awesome.
Thanks so much for sharing that, Mayor. Again, happy holidays to you and the city, and a Merry Christmas. We appreciate your time and everything you do for the city of OFallon.
Well, thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for all of your staff, and a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays to all of you.
All right, thank you. Hey, we'll be back after a few short messages with our next segment. Stay tuned.